It's a lonely night.
What's up, world? Nick here. We're out here at Mighty Orion Fitness, and we got here kind of early today. We thought that it started at 9. Unfortunately, the kids start at 9, and that's what's going on right now.
That's the way to fight for it.
And
Don't start at 1.
details start at 1. So we've been hanging out. Actually, we got to practice the course a little bit, eating bananas. We got a smoothie. So yeah, we'll be back later. Hey, okay, so stage 1 for the Mighty Orion Fitness didn't go as I planned. So it started off like this, a little jump around, swing to balance. Messed up on the rolling log here somehow, even though I practiced it like 10 times, but whatever. Started back over, tried to be calm and collect about it, but I really did let it get in my head, unfortunately. I flew through this just too easy, and I was trying to go so fast here, I hit my feet first, which I should have stuck hands first. Really regretted that, because that's probably what stopped me from placing here. I let that get in my head big time. I didn't even run, so I missed. And then when I did get it, I went for the transfer too fast. I didn't pump and give myself momentum to get to the frickin' rope swing. So this held me up for like 20 seconds, probably, what it felt like. But then you had to get to this rope. And once you got to the rope, you had to climb up the rope and hit a bell and drop down.
Looking for a friendly light, but I see nothing.
So after that was the slack line. This is probably the longest slack line I've done in competition, but even though I practiced it again like 30 times before the comp, for some reason, I think it was the people so close to me right there. They were like I was 8 years old, and if I would have fell, I would have really hurt myself. But anyway, after that, I went on to these floating or invisible monkey bars, which pretty much cake and butter. I like these a lot. I did get to practice them a couple times, so it was fairly simple. I tried to do a little skip here. Almost fell. Oof. Missed it on my second one. Alright, back at it. This time I'm trying to go too fast. Hit that accident. And reset and go. And then after this was a cannonball alley, which again is pretty simple. Get to practice these a lot. I had to figure out where I was gonna jump. So I jumped up on there. Got a little lock off action going. Alright, so after that it was the warp wall. I should have practiced this more in the competition because I was a little more warped than I thought, so I hit that wall pretty hard. Then take another run at it. But unfortunately, I placed like 5th place, so only top 4 qualified, so I missed the qualification for this UNAA just by 1. And then it was on to stage 2. This one I couldn't even. This was the first time I've ever tried this type of an I-beam, I guess, or L-beam, I think it's called. And I almost pretty much just took the loss for it because I couldn't even get comfortable on this thing in practice. So I kind of just said, F it, screw it, drop down there. Didn't want to gas myself. And went on to floating doors here. These are fairly simple. Probably should have took some bigger jumps in between my moves, but it's okay. I got a good dismount on this one. Got one little jump here, and then I dismounted from right here, which was a pretty far dismount. I had to get past a certain tape. Alright. So at this point I was pretty gassed for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't proper warm-ups. Maybe it was that I-beam getting in my head. So I went for this. On that first move, I knew I wasn't going to make it all the way up the whole thing. Couldn't even get there, so I kept trying though. Had to give it a shot. And then once I got right here, because I wasn't able to pull myself up high enough, I couldn't even see the friggin' holes. So I was having a hard time just placing that peg where I needed to place it. So I tried to shake it off a little. Did not work. You see, I took probably like 4 or 5 attempts at this before I decided to let me not gas myself again, you know. See if I can finish the rest of these obstacles. On to balance, little too easy here. These step actions, step, boom. Alright, so now it was this, which I didn't practice this in competition, or prior to competition, because I thought it was going to be easy. But, no, proved me wrong there. Now, after, because I went second, okay, so yeah, I went second each time, so I didn't really get to see anybody do these moves or pegs or anything, so that was kind of crappy. But, I did find a better way to do that later, and I did do it later. After this was the salmon ladder to, I guess it would be a floating log. I don't know what they call this exactly. Now I should have wiped my forearms off and my hands because I was so sweaty. I should have got some chalk that I literally couldn't grip this PVC pipe worth anything. God, it was so difficult. I moved along here. All you had to get was your arms past that stupid blue tape, but there's no way I was making that transfer. It's just too sweaty. So let's see here. This, another swing the balance. I was one of the only people to hit this first try, actually. Nobody else could seem to get that. But again, I messed up on this little tiny thing here. Dropping down to this, which should have been super easy, but of course I just towed it. And this is when it cut off. Because I ran out of SD memory. Yeah. So you did not get to see the salmon ladder transfers that I did for the salmon ladder. But hey, I finished that round I think in 7th, so I did not move on to stage 3. Great learning experience, and I will be back again for further competitions, and this is not the end, only a stepping stone. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time.